Yo, it's your boy jforpiece back with another video. And yes, today I'm going to be talking about something very interesting. But before we get into it, of course, if you guys want to join my Discord, look in the description. If you guys want to join my second channel, look in the description. And anyway, let's dive straight into the video. Yeah, and it's a very interesting question, and that is, who should you invest in more, bounty festivals or EXs? And I know this is a huge debate in the community. Some people say bounty festivals are better, and some will also say EXs are way better. Now, you guys, I know you guys want to know my opinion, and of course I have a very huge opinion on that. And let's dive into it a little bit. Let's get into some details. Now, when it comes to bounty festivals like the diamond cap is around 750 gems. I think everybody knows that. When it comes to EXs, they're very expensive, around 3k plus. Yes, right now, as of right now, 3k plus. They used to be 750 4 years ago, but yeah, Bandai very, like, they sniff that very hardcore, you already know what I mean, like that hardcore stuff, you know what I'm saying, like the hardcore stuff, you know what I'm saying, like crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying. But you got the point, right? Whatever. Now, in my opinion, now I could understand the argument for bounty festivals. I could understand. I'll give you a good example. So of course, there's the EXs that come out right on after the anniversary, whatever. We have the EX, but literally a month after or 2 months after, we get a good counter. Now, notice when I said good counter, okay? That means not every bounty festival is gonna be very powerful. That's gonna fully counter the EX. I think we can all agree on that. Because Bandai, when it comes to bounty festivals, now they fixed it a bit more often. Like bounty festivals more often now are really good, but sometimes bounty festivals could be hit or miss, right? And that's why I said a good counter to the EX. Sometimes there are bounty festivals not really like some bounty festivals are just not good counters towards the EXs. If you guys understand what I'm getting at, right? And you're taking a risk with bounty festivals, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna most likely get a good counter until like the second bounty festival batch of characters and third bounty festival batch of characters. The first ones, it's they could counter the EX, but the EX could still have an advantage, right? But then the bounty festivals, it's kind of like the second ones and the third ones are the ones that's like really good, and those come in during the middle of the meta. Also, what you have to consider is longevity. You have to consider longevity. Can this bounty festival age like fine wine? Majority of them do not age like fine wine. Let's be honest here. Majority of them don't. Now, the only ones that aged well right now is Cracker, and right now it looks like Jobra's the new guy. Will he be powerful for now? Maybe. He reminds me. I don't remember his name. I think he's Jinjiao. Jinjiao was a really good bounty festival, but he ended up getting countered by a lot of characters later on. So I don't know how they're gonna do Jabra, but Jabra looks pretty good. He looks like he might last for a long time, like a pretty long while. But we'll see. But yeah. So longevity. Now, when it comes to EXs, in my opinion, EXs are just worth investing in more. Okay, EXs are the best ones to invest over. You need to invest in EXs more than bounty festivals. Do you have to? No, obviously not. But in my opinion, when it comes to EXs, the reason why they're more expensive is because they just last longer throughout other metas, you know? And even if you summon on the first EX, that first EX can end up being a main counter to not maybe this anniversary's EX, but maybe the next anniversary EX. Like, for example, Yamato. Onogunashima Yamato, a hybrid version. She was released around before Claw last year. It's been over a year. Yeah, it's been over a year. But last year she was the first EX. She wasn't an anniversary. She wasn't the 4.5 anniversary EX. She was like a EX before that. I think celebrating One Piece Day, and it was she was powerful then, right? And after that, Gear 5 came in and she kind of was usable but not usable. And then when the 5th anniversary came around with Roger, she popped up back into the meta, you know. So in my opinion, like, I think EXs just have more of a possibility of more longevity. They're just very powerful. They're powerful traits, okay, that push boundaries in the meta. And even if there's new traits that overpower their traits, like some of their traits, they still have very powerful traits to carry them through other metas. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, like, I'll give you an example. Green Roger. Green Roger was released on the 2nd anniversary. I still see some Green Rogers still used to this day. You understand what I'm saying? Even though there's bounty festivals that are just as powerful as him, he's still very used because he's still very powerful. It's like he was ahead of his time. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like EXs are just way more like I think they're more worth investing. They just take a lot of time to save up. And I think if you want to have more fun, more fun, you can get bounty festivals. I think if you guys want to have more fun and want to indulge in the meta as much as possible in every single meta, bounty festivals is your place, especially if you like to summon a lot. But if you're a patient person and you know what to invest in, like you know what the main investment is, then EX is your best option. Now, of course, your boy jforpiece here. I have a lot of bounty festivals. You know, your boy's been playing over, I think 2 years now, a year or 2 years now. I think 2 years now. I think this account's been, right? And I've played a lot of characters. I have a lot of bounty festivals, a lot of characters that I love to use sometimes, have fun. You know, I have a lot of them. So I always like to indulge in the meta sometimes, you know, and you know, I you know, if you guys want to indulge in the meta, you know, summon on bounty festival characters. But if you want to save for EXs, that's completely fine. That's completely fine. Hopefully I made sense. Hopefully I didn't mix up my words a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. And I guess I really want to hear your opinions on that. I really do. I really want to hear your opinions on the upcoming characters, and who would you invest in? Like, which character do you think is more fully invested in a bounty festival or EX? You know what I'm saying? And I know this is a huge debate in the community, so share your opinions. I definitely appreciate y'all for doing that, and hopefully you guys are gonna do it anyway, so have mercy. Right? And yeah, I just think that EXs are just more better in like investing into, you know, because those are ones that carry you throughout the meta. Like, your boy's been using Whitebeard and Odin for a while. Sometimes I use Yace, sometimes I use Claw. You know, I use Gear 5 and Odin. You know, I use Whitebeard and Odin. I use only Gonashima Zoro with King. Zoro was released on the 4th anniversary, and he's still relevant to this day. He was the main EX for the 4th anniversary, and he's still prominently used right now. So I think EXs are just more like they're just more worth your gems, especially if it's your favorite character. And just a reminder, don't summon on the EX just because it's powerful. If it's just powerful, then I can understand. But if you want to fully enjoy the game, summon on EXs that you like enjoy and you enjoy the character. Like, for me personally, I didn't summon on Roger. I know I'm running a little bit more, but I'm just letting you know, like, I didn't summon on Roger, you know, and he was the strongest one, and I could have easily got him in last Annie. I could have easily done a whole videos and shit on him too, but I knew I wasn't gonna enjoy him, so I didn't summon for him. So make sure you're enjoying the game. If you enjoy summoning on EXs, summon on EXs. Okay, if you enjoy it, there's no shame in that. Okay, this is just how the game is built. Don't hate the player, hate the game. All right, so don't feel like, oh no, I'm summoning on EXs, no, whatever. No, if you want to summon on EXs, that is fine. If you want to summon on bounty festivals, that is fine as well. So enjoy the game the way you want to play it, and whatever you want to invest into, it's up to you. And I have my opinion, y'all have your opinion, and yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay strong, stay safe, stay blessed, and don't worry, more content on the way. And don't worry, I didn't forget things. I didn't forget any content, your recommendations. Don't worry, I got that in the back burner. Peace.